Hi guys, I'm filming another Get Ready With Me. I am actually getting ready right now because we're going on holiday in a few hours and I just want to get a few bits and pieces tied up ahead of time, and so I'm filming pretty early, and I thought I would film this because a few people have requested a new Get Ready With Me recently, and I did film something very similar to this whilst I was in New York because it's basically my travel makeup. You've already seen my travel makeup bag, so I thought I would show you what I actually put on my face and what I actually used of that. And I've probably only switched maybe one product out, so it's really basic. I'm not actually taking any eyeshadow with me. I didn't use any eyeshadow the whole time I was in New York. I didn't really wear anything. And so I've really pared it down for this trip. So first of all, the Outlast Stay Fabulous CoverGirl foundation. Love this, still my favourite. And I'm only using a real small amount, like not even a full pump, to cover my face at the moment, because other than this spot that's kind of appeared, and it really is, I don't want to jinx it, but I haven't had any breakouts this year. This is kind of the first proper actual spot. I've had kind of threats of breakouts. I look like a cat at the moment. I've had kind of threats of breakouts, but nothing actually has come to a head, let's say. And this one is refusing to go away, so I've got a little breakout on my chin, but other than that, I haven't got all that much to cover up, and so I'm not using a tremendous amount of base. Also, I have fake tanned. I use my Cocoa Brown, which I will be doing a video on because, again, that is a highly requested one, and it is the best fake tan that I've ever used, and definitely will be the only one that I will use now. But where I was going with that is, I'm not using a darker foundation. I'm going to use a little bit of contouring and such, but I just use the same foundation as normal. I would usually bronze a little bit, but I'm not taking my bronzer with me, so I'm not going to, in the interest of showing you actually what I'm taking. The concealer that I'm using is the Wake Me Up by Rimmel. I really need a mirror right now. I've had to adjust where I'm sitting because the light is so bright, because it's this time of the morning. I am going to put it on my breakout, but I know it is kind of a highlighting concealer. This is the only concealer that I'm taking with me. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the light is so bright because it's so early in the morning. It's a little bit insane to sit directly in front of the light because it would just be like white. So I haven't got my mirror in front of me as I would normally. But I quite like this. I don't think that it's got kind of glitter and things in it. I didn't like the foundation because I thought that the shade range was too, it wasn't great for me. I couldn't get anything that was anything near my shade. Maybe if I was tan, but nothing near my kind of natural pale shade. Whereas this is actually pretty pale. I like this. Okay, so that's me, kind of my base. I'm going to put a little bit of powder on, and that's the Revlon, what is it called, Nearly Naked. Is it called Nearly Naked? Yes. And I'm actually running pretty low on this. I don't know whether I'm going to repurchase this or try something different. So any recommendations for setting powder? I do like mattifying powders, but I do find them to be quite heavy, so that's kind of why I like this one. I think it's pretty good oil control for a powder that's not very heavy at all. Nearly Naked, clue is in the title. Okay, cheeks, I've got this Sleek kit, and what I'm going to be using from this is the contour and the highlight, but I think that the rose gold blush in this is a little bit shimmery for me. I don't really tend to like a shimmery blush because it just highlights the pores and it doesn't make things look great. So unless I was going to put it kind of high up here, which I might do, but not if I was using a highlight. Unless I was going to put it high kind of on my cheeks, then I wouldn't really use that one. So I am going to take a matte shade with me, which I'll show you in a second. I really love this brush. This is the one from Bare Minerals that came, wow, on camera that looks super dark and it's really not. You see? That looks crazy. I'm glad I've got a mirror in front of me now. Yeah, it's the one from Bare Minerals. It's called the Angled Handy Bouquet, and it came with that kit that Laura bought me for Christmas, and it's amazing. Then I'm going to highlight, and I'm using the little Bare Minerals blush brush, this one. And then the blush that I'm taking is the Tarte Fearless blush, and Tarte is actually launching, whoa, see, super bright. Tarte is actually launching in the UK, I think on the 28th via QVC, which is pretty darn exciting, and I really like this blush. I think it's just the perfect kind of pink, and it's matte. It's so strange because I find blushes really difficult to work with. Quite often I'll just go for a bronzer and a highlighter, or of the Sleek kit. The entire time I was in New York I basically just used the contour and the highlight. I didn't use any blush at all, because it can go so wrong. I can be so heavy-handed, and this is not super pigmented, and some people will hate that, but I really like it because it just gives me just the right amount of kind of flushed glow. That is perfect for me, I love that. Eyes wise, I've got my Brow Tech to go by Smashbox, which you guys know I love, and is pretty much the only eyebrow pencil that I use. I am trying some new ones, and I know that Sleek have one that's similar to this. I know that it's angled like this, but in truth I'm not really that bothered about the shape of this. It's the texture, and I don't like it to be too waxy, and this really isn't waxy at all. I just love everything about this, and would be more than happy for it to be a different shape entirely, but I will try the Sleek one because many of you have asked me to, and I'm trying to compile kind of a brow video where I show you the things that I've tried, and the things that I do like, the things that I don't like. But I think it is kind of a personal preference thing. It's a bit like foundations and mascaras. You know, it's not as simple as lipsticks or, ooh, smudged myself there, raising my eyebrows, being too expressive. It's not as simple as kind of lipsticks or blushes or something where you just say, oh, this is the colour, I like the colour, blah blah blah. It's a little bit more specific to what you're looking for to apply, or a certain kind of finish. And yeah, eyebrows, I think, something that you absolutely love, I could hate. But I thought I would do that video anyway because lots of people have requested that I talk about the things that I do like. Next, and this is pretty much going to be it for my eyes, this and mascara, I'm using the Tattoo Me 48 Hour Wear Semi-Permanent Liquid Liner from 17. I really like this, but word of warning, it really is semi-permanent. I swear, this towel is just going to fall off my head in a second. Yeah, it really is semi-permanent, and if you make a mistake, it's very difficult to undo that mistake. So all I don't do the cat flick because I often make that mistake of like doing something slightly wrong with the cat flick. And so I just line my top. I can't talk and do this obviously. Why is it going dark when I'm doing that? You see? When I put this up, everything goes dark. Yeah, I just line the top. But I don't do anything else, that's all I do, because it's too dangerous. A couple of times I tried to do the flick with it, and as I say, it's so difficult to wipe away and start again because it's almost immediately kind of stains and leaves a mark. So if you are really great at it, then you will love this because it doesn't crumble, it doesn't fade. It stays on really well. It's a little bit tough to get off at the end of the night, but it's not too difficult. And overall I'm really, really impressed with it. It's just, there is really no room for error at all. So if you're not very good with liquid liner, I would suggest that you stay away from this. So that's all that I'm taking in the way of kind of eye makeup other than my mascara. I have this. This is not the mascara I'm taking. The mascara I'm taking is going to be the Revlon, no, Rimmel Accelerate. It was like the plus one, the newest one. But I was taking some pictures of stuff downstairs and I've left it down there, which is a bit silly. So I'm just going to use this because I have it to hand. And this is the Miss Manga, which I don't hate. Lots of people have kind of bashed this, but I don't really see why, because I think that kind of does what it says on the tin. It looks like it kind of clumps your lashes together and gives you that kind of manga look. They just have like a few thick eyelashes, and I kind of think that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to clump them together and give you an anime look. But I don't hate that, you know, it's nice for a little change. I'm going to have to take this towel off now. Okay, so that is my eyes, and then lastly I'm going to put on a pink lip, and this is, it doesn't really go with my outfit today, but you know, Audacious, which is the matte balm that I love from Revlon. I did do a full review of these. If you want to check it out, I'll try and link it below. I say I try because I never remember to do these things, but I love this. I hate what it's doing to the light at the moment. Every time I touch my face, every time I go near my face, everything gets dark, which is no good for filming things. Okay. I love that so much. Although a red would go better with my outfit, but I'm only taking one bright lip. I'm taking this and then kind of like lip balms and stuff for during the day, so I figure if I want to do anything a little bit bolder, this will be it. Although I feel like I should take a red to Disneyland. I should probably take a red, shouldn't I? I will probably take Striking, which is the bolder of the two reds, kind of the paler, neonier of the two reds from the Colourburst range. I'll probably take that as well. But yeah, that's everything that I'm taking with me. That's my whole makeup that I'm going to be taking with me to Disney. That's slightly more condensed makeup than I took with me in January, so I thought it would be worth showing you. This is kind of a travel makeup look for me. And when I'm on holiday, I don't really want to be faffing around with eyeshadow and stuff like that, because especially because we're going on holiday with the kids, you know, nobody cares what I look like apart from me, and so I'm just going to do something basic like this. And when we were on holiday at the beginning of the year, it was so cold. It was more kind of like, let's just put some life into my face than let's do anything fancy with my eyes. So yeah, that is my look. I hope you enjoyed this little mini get ready with me video, and I have got a couple more that I'm filming to go up this week, so fingers crossed I won't be as absent as I have been recently. And I have got a really exciting video coming up featuring Emma from Meet the Millards, or she's called It's Em, I think now, on YouTube. Because we're going to do a little series, so look out for that one, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! We've been planning it for a really long time. It's just kind of come together in time for us to kick it off in April. It's probably going to run kind of over the summer, maybe extend it if you guys like it, but it's going to be a style series, and the series is going to be called Style at Any Size.